Before we even get into today's video, Christine Paralives, if you're watching, I want to say thank you for following me on Twitter. Even though you are new to the team, I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of the project you're working on, and I love Alex, Roxanne, and Leia. Thank you so much. Literally starstruck right now, and figured that I would put this at the beginning of the video because it literally made me jump and scream. We all love you so much. Congrats on the internship, and good luck creating bomb content for Paralives. Alrighty, you guys. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. I have another Paralives update video for you today. This one is actually covering a Patreon post that was private for quite some time, but as of today is now public. So of course I can make a video for it. 14 minutes ago at 2:11 p.m., Alex tweeted me 26 years ago working on the first Paralives prototype. More info in this now public Patreon post. Why we're making Paralives. Hi there. This week we wanted to share a bit about us, who we are, and why we are making Paralives. So Roxanne, Leia, and I all wrote a little something. Here it is. As usual, remember to keep the content of this post between patrons only. That was at the time of making this, which was April 30th, but now that it is a public post, I am allowed to make a video on it, but before I wasn't. And I did remember seeing this when it was first posted, almost ran to make a video, and then realized, oh wait, Matt, this is private for patrons only. You have to respect the developers. Alex, I started playing games at 5 or 6 on Nintendo consoles like the NES and SNES. I was hooked from the start. We also had a lot of Lego blocks in the house, and I would spend all of my days building stuff, especially houses and spaceships. Then I remember when we first got a computer at home. It felt like magic. Just organizing my documents and images, drawing in Paint, and playing the simple pre-installed Windows 98 games felt amazing to me. Oh my gosh, I can relate so much to that sentence. So, combining all of these interests, it was natural to be very interested in simulation games like The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's why I've been playing these games all my life, dreaming of cool features that I would love to add in them if only I could. Well, I mean, look at you now. You're creating a life simulation game that will be massive, and I'm bookmarking that. In high school, I took an optional programming class and immediately liked it. It was now clear that I wanted to turn that into a career. I kept making small video games in my spare time while in university, so I learned a lot that way. After graduating, I worked as a programmer in the game industry for about 5 years. Then I felt that I had enough experience and savings that I was ready to quit my job and start working on something. Since I always had a ton of ideas for new games, making my own project and my own decisions always felt appealing to me. I chose to work on a life simulation game because it's the genre that is the closest to my heart, letting me express my creativity and getting lost in them for hours and hours. And as a huge simulation game fan, it was really easy to come out with ideas for a game like that. Then I discovered so many people like me were interested in the concept behind Paralives, so it felt amazing to know people are as excited as I am for this game. To sum up, I'm simply making Paralives for myself and for everyone who are passionate about this kind of game. I feel extremely lucky to be able to be on this journey and incredibly grateful for all the support you have given us. And then he posts a picture, me as a child already building houses and working on the first prototype of Paralives. Up next, Roxanne. My first game where you could build stuff was Lego Creator Harry Potter. I remember that. While fun, it didn't run very well and had a low object limit. So my dad eventually got 9-year-old me The Sims Deluxe. Not only could I build, but also play around with my own intelligent-ish people. I was hooked. Other advantages of The Sims: easier to create new characters than having to build more Barbies, a lot less messy than plasticine. What I love about this genre of games is being able to create my own little worlds, creating and recreating all kinds of characters, building not only homes but public spaces, job sites, whatever the game will allow, putting the resulting community into action and playing out where it goes from there. I know I'm far from the only one who uses Sims games to illustrate their stories. I initially got into 3D modeling through the creation of Sims 2 content. The first custom object I made was a smaller version of the game's fir tree, which I needed to accurately recreate my house and yard. It's a powerful feeling being able to create the content you want. This is one of the reasons why I am so glad to be part of the Paralives team. So I obviously think flexibility and customizability are important. People do all kinds of things in these games. One playstyle is as valid as the next. My other big focus is gameplay depth. Your choices should matter, and your parafolk feel like actual characters. In the end, this genre focuses on people and their environment. Better make them interesting for players to play God with. Yes to that last part. Yes, 100%. Please, make Paralives like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. Yeah, okay, next one. Leia. I've always liked to imagine worlds and characters. The first career that I dreamed of was as a writer. When I was little, I used to play, and I think this is pronounced differently based on where you live in the world, but Playmobiles or Playmobiles with my brother all day long. We would create whole cities where each inhabitant had his or her own role and personality. I started simulation games with The Sims 1, then 2, then 3, and the wonderful games Roller Coaster Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon. I spent weeks playing these games with my best friend, glued together in front of the same computer during our school holidays. I have fantastic memories of it. Just seeing that every developer in this game so far has grown up with simulation games, like for example, The Sims 1 or The Sims 2 or like Roller Coaster Tycoon or whatever, seeing that they've grown up with these games and have been passionate about them since the beginning is what's making me so excited about this game, because that passion that they have had their entire lives playing these games, they are going to literally pour into this new game that they are all making together. Like, just imagine how great it's going to be with all of them literally combining their passions together. This is literally a love project when you think about it. Their love for these kinds of games. In 2014, I started streaming on Twitch with the release of The Sims 4, the one I played the most on, and now I own almost all of the DLCs and packs. Besides that, I'm a big fan of the Fable and The Witcher licenses. I have a soft spot for licenses that let you write the story you want to create. I discovered Paralives very early on with the window video. I was instantly hooked. As an artist, what I liked right away was that Paralives is a game which allows you to express your creativity, and that's on period. Now that I'm working on creating my dream game, what would I like to bring to it? First of all, I would like to say consistency in the universe, townies with a story, real personalities, rich lore, and secrets to discover. I would like Paralives to find its own place in the world of simulation games beyond a mere game. I think that Paralives is an incredible medium to talk about what we care about and create the stories we want. Its simple graphics give us a lot of freedom. I'm always looking for ways to distinguish it from other games to make it unique. I hope you enjoyed reading this, and tell us in the comments section of this post how you started playing life simulation games and what you love about them. I'm curious to know about that. Yeah, and that goes for this video right here, guys. Down in the comment section below of this video, let me know how you started playing life simulation games and what do you like about them. Bonus screenshot of Leia, me, and Roxanne in Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's so cute. Cheers, Alex. Edit, this post is now public, so feel free to share it with everyone. Yeah, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you're thinking of Paralives so far, and let me know how, why, and when you started playing life simulation games. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and add it to your favorites playlist right here on YouTube. Click the subscribe button to become a supporter today, and ding the bell next to it to receive notifications for any type of future upload on the channel so you can be a part of the notification squad. You can follow me on social media. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, and more. Links are below, and there's also a link to my merch store. 100% of the revenue from that's going to be donated to COVID-19 relief from now until the end of the year. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next time. So long.